Welcome everybody to the first edition of Off the Top. This is where I prove my wrestling knowledge by pretty much just rattling off information off the top of my head. But to prove to all of you that I'm not reading off a piece of paper, I'm going to be blindfolding myself. Today, since we're on the road to WrestleMania, we're going to go right into it. I'm going to name you every single WrestleMania main event off the top of my head. First, I need my assistant, which is my blindfold. So I'm just going to put this baby on. Alright. Okay, we're good. Now we're going to start with WrestleMania 1. WrestleMania 1, we had Hulk Hogan and Mr. T taking on Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, and Roddy Piper. WrestleMania 2, we got Hulk Hogan taking on King Kong Bundy in a steel cage match for the heavyweight championship. WrestleMania 3, big main event. Hulk Hogan defends his championship against Andre the Giant. WrestleMania 4, we had a tournament for the World Heavyweight Championship, and that involved the main event being Macho Man Randy Savage beating the $1 Million Man for his first WWE Championship. WrestleMania 5, the Mega Powers collide as Hulk Hogan tries to win back his championship against the Macho Man. We head on to WrestleMania 6, Hulk Hogan defends his championship against the Ultimate Warrior, who's defending his championship at the time, the Intercontinental title. Champion versus champion, title versus title. Ooh. WrestleMania 7, Hulk Hogan tries again to get his championship back against the now sympathetic to the Iraq Gulf War, Sergeant Slaughter. Here we go. Am I impressing you already? WrestleMania 8, main event, double main event, if you want to count it. Macho Man took on Ric Flair for the heavyweight championship, and Sid Justice took on Hulk Hogan in the real main event. WrestleMania 9, we had Yokozuna versus Bret Hart, and that's the main event match that had Hulk Hogan come down and just beat Yokozuna in like 5 seconds at the end of WrestleMania 9 just to get his title back. Oh, Hulk Hogan, you just need titles to feel good about yourself. WrestleMania 10, we have Hulk Hogan not there. Bret Hart takes on Yokozuna for the heavyweight championship. WrestleMania 11, we hit on to Lawrence Taylor, the football player, versus Bam Bam Bigelow. WrestleMania 12, Bret Hart takes on Shawn Michaels in the Iron Man match for the heavyweight championship. WrestleMania 13, famous match, Austin versus Steve Austin, but the main event was The Undertaker versus Sid Justice for the heavyweight championship. WrestleMania 14, sorry I have to adjust my blindfold, I'm not reading a piece of paper. WrestleMania 14, we had Stone Cold Steve Austin taking on Shawn Michaels for the heavyweight championship. WrestleMania 15, we had Stone Cold Steve Austin taking on The Rock for what? You guessed it, the heavyweight championship. WrestleMania 16, or they call it WrestleMania 2000, The Rock took on Triple H, who took on The Big Show, who took on Mick Foley with every McMahon in the corner for the heavyweight championship. WrestleMania 17, we have The Rock taking on Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's the event where Stone Cold Steve Austin actually turned heel and joined Vince McMahon for the first time ever. It was quite an epic journey. WrestleMania 18, we had Chris Jericho defending his undisputed championship against Triple H. Oh, it's blindfolds. Smells. WrestleMania 19, we had Brock Lesnar taking on Kurt Angle. WrestleMania 20, we had Chris Benoit versus Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. If you haven't noticed, I stopped saying WWE Championship because pretty much every single main event was the WWE Championship, and I'll acknowledge if they weren't or not. Just to clarify, WrestleMania 21, we had Triple H versus Batista. WrestleMania 22, we had John Cena versus Triple H. WrestleMania 23, we had John Cena versus Shawn Michaels. WrestleMania 24, we had Edge versus The Undertaker. WrestleMania 25, we had Triple H versus Randy Orton. WrestleMania 26, it was Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. His career was on the line, Shawn Michaels, of course. WrestleMania 27 was when The Miz took on John Cena. And WrestleMania 28 was The Rock versus John Cena. Ta-da! I told you I could all do it. Thank you very much for the first ever Off the Top.